Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right, giving all praise to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Yeshim, Yahweh Shah by Yeshim Makar Kadash. The bonus to the apostles and the elders everywhere well. Peace and many salutations to you out there on this tour and this truth. Just been watching various reaction videos to the whole situation that happened in Utah where, you had this guy, Charlie Kirk, was unalived by another Edomite, uh, probably more than likely a liberal, and you had, Jake celebrating, the shooting. Now, if you watch a couple of videos of Charlie Kirk. He's a conservative Christian, and he gets on Jake. You know what I'm saying? He gets on Jake. Um, he speaks on how violent the inner cities are, um, and also uh, the children out of wedlock, and the big A's that our women have, you know, um, and people are offended by you know what this man says, which you know we are objective here in GMS. We understand the reason why our people are in such a disarray. We're able to articulate it spiritually, and the reason why you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are such in a dilapidated state. The reason why your neighborhoods are so jacked up. The reason why, um, there's such, um, division, within, the family nucleus and also in these so-called communities because our people are the true Israelites and we broke the law, statute, commandments of the Heavenly Father. And so the Most High has allowed us to be in a dilapidated state. Okay. We've become a proverb and a byword um, uh, in front of these nations, these various nations. Yes, it's an embarrassment, man. But Esau Edom, the so-called white race, has you know did a great job at putting the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans in a dilapidated state, right? Via slavery, after slavery, legislation to keep us as second-class citizens, feeding us garbage in media, okay, right? Which our people had a hand in that. The whole so-called gangster rap, you see what I'm saying? Which became really the culture of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, right? Children began to rule over us, as it says in Isaiah the 3rd chapter. The so-called black culture has been diluted to really entertainment and gangsterism, right? All this was strategically planned by Esau Edom, not to mention the implementation of crack in the neighborhood, right? Which caused a substantial amount of Jake to get um, locked up. So Esau Edom has done a lot of wicked things, but ultimately, right, it's our fault because we broke the law, statute, commandments, right? our forefathers, and we're paying for it now. Now, this is Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right? Now, let's read a couple of these. Cursed shall be the city, cursed thou be in the field, right? Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the stocks of thy sheep. So, right there, economically speaking, right, the Most High is telling us that, guess what? Your fields, these very businesses that you try to build, they're all going to be cursed, right? After the uh, Reconstruction, during the Reconstruction era, after the Civil War, you had Jake that were building, you know, cities, thriving cities. But what happened? You had Esau Edom come around and destroy these cities. So you can't say we didn't try, right? If the Most High wanted us to have these things, He would have gave it to us. But we were still under these curses. The only remedy is a spiritual remedy. The spiritual remedy is us coming back to the Heavenly Father, right? Right? And repenting, turning away from our ways, and not depending on this place, right? Babylon the Great, because this place, right, will be destroyed by the Heavenly Father. And this place was a place of our captivity, not our refuge. So we're not going to get any, remedy or peace here, man. Okay. The only remedy that we have is getting out of this place. And the only way we're going to get out of this place is by what? Is by salvation. And only elect will attain that. Okay. Let's jump down. Deuteronomy 28:36. Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. This happened to us, right, when we was brought over here, right, to Babylon the Great to serve, uh, hardcore slavery, right, bondage, to where we had to worship, Jesus, which is not the God of the Bible, or the begotten Son of the Bible, right? The whole Christian doctrine was used to put us under further mental subjection. Okay. All right. All right. And also, with us being brought over here, our people endured a caste system to where, it's an unwritten law, right? Via, religion provides pseudoscience that we will be at the bottom. And all these schools of thoughts were used to rationalize us being oppressed, right? Right. So even now, you got our people believing in the whole political system, and these women out here. Fast forward, these women out here, they call themselves liberals and things of that nature, and it's leading them to their destruction. All right, and also it's causing us to be proverbs and bywords, the wayward doctrines that Esau Edom ultimately perpetuates or makes up. Will used as mascots to push this wickedness, especially when it comes to the whole liberal doctrine. Okay. Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee. That's right, we're a joke to these other nations, right? And a huge part of that is the fact that our people are still worshiping the image of the beast, right? A part of the image of the beast is Christianity, liberalism, and conservatism, right? All these, components of what Western culture, our Roman culture, that our people are worshiping, that's destroying us. And you see, even within us embracing, you know, people embracing liberalism or conservatism, there's still proverb and byword. They still are a laughing stock of the nation of the nations. Why is that? Because we're supposed to be worshiping the Heavenly Father, right? The true power of the Bible, Yahweh by Yeshua Yahweh Shah. Okay, so you had these liberal women. They're making fun of the whole Charlie Kirk situation, right? Which we're being circumspect on what's going on, and what we say, because we know that this is a very serious uh, situation, right? We understand that ultimately Esau Edom was judged by the Heavenly Father. We don't have any, thoughts or anything about it. It is what it is, you know. Um, but we definitely are being circumspect about what's going on versus these women out here. They're just saying whatever the hell comes to their mind, right? And a lot of these women, they're gonna put um, they're gonna put targets on their backs, man. Especially as Esau Edom begins to wake up, and realize what his blessing is, which is the sword. I was going to get this in Revelation 13 and 11, but I don't want to digress too much. I'm going to go ahead and dive into uh, these various videos I have for you guys, man. Now, this is Amanda Seals. She's a liberal figurehead, you know what I'm saying? I think she actually coined the whole term Karen, right? And, you know, she's a leftist activist, you know what I'm saying? This is what she had to say about the whole Charlie Kirk situation, okay?
Have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk. First of all, Charlie Kirk don't believe in empathy. He said it's a bad thing. He said it's some new age made up. He also said people got to be sacrificed in order to protect guns. If he was saying that while fighting for reparations, I may have a little bit of empathy. But this white on white violence, he died? Damn, B. Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, so that's what she had to say. And how she was talking, she's very pompous. She's very pompous, bro. She doesn't understand that shit, man. Like, bro, shit is about to heat up. And as I've been reading these videos, I've been seeing more so-called so-called black people or Israelites saying, um, yeah, us blacks, we need to sit this out. You're not gonna be able to sit this out. You're not gonna be able just to be quiet or just talk shit on the side. No, you have been lumped into liberalism, man. Right? Right? You are going to be a target soon, especially you so-called black women. Right? Because one, you're a weaker vessel, you're an easier target. And two, you don't know how to shut the fuck up, man. Okay? You don't know how to be quiet. So the Most High is gonna have it to where, guess what? You're gonna be X'd out in that day. Now here you are. She's a figurehead. Amanda Seals showing you know, no decorum, no sense of street smartness about her. She think these white boys are playing games, and these white boys are ready to ride, man. All right, they're being pushed into the corner. let them tell it, and they're gonna respond with the sword. Okay, all right. These conservative Edomites, they feel like shit. Their country, is at a tipping point to where they had to do something about it. Civil unrest is being sparked before your eyes. Okay, traditional man is being sparked right before your eyes, but these women are not being circumspect, man. Right? These careless women, right? Matter of fact, let's get that. Careless, very careless. If I can spell it right, that'd be great. Right? Now, this is Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, you women that are at ease, and she's at ease, eating, burping, and shit. Right? She says she doesn't understand that, your life is in danger, bro. Right? You're not maybe just to sit this out and talk shit on your couch, be comfortable. All right? These women out here, man, they're going to get judged by the Heavenly Father. A lot of people are also being targeted by the things that they say online by Palantir. So be circumspect out there. And you Agwath out there, right? We're intelligent to know that not all black women are bad, right? Right. But those who are, they're going to be judged by the Heavenly Father. Okay. Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, and give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And the venture is failing right before our eyes, like them. Okay. What is the ventures? In layman terms, that we would say that's the economy. The economy is doing substantially bad. You have a substantial amount of so-called black women that have been um, laid off or fired in the last few months. Okay, because companies are downsizing. You got the introduction of AI, right? Okay, which is replacing humans. All right. You have political reasons like DEI, the dismantling of DEI. Okay. All right. This is going to leave a lot of women out there in a very vulnerable state. Yet you got women out there like Amanda Seals and other women that just constantly talking shit, right? Giving their opinion when it's not necessary. Okay, they don't know how to shut the hell up, and this is a product of Western culture. Okay, all right. Verse 10: Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. Yea, upon all the houses of joy and the joyous city. That's right. Going out to eat, having a good time, what you get. All that's about to come to an end, man. And it's coming to an end for a lot of these women out here, right? The reality of it is you're not going to be able to sit this out. No, man, judgment is coming on Babylon the Great and on the nation of Israel, bro. If you're not in a repentant state, guess what? You're going to be caught out there. Okay? Let's play another one. Let's play another one, man.
Humanity, I respect human life.
So like it. Let's play another one. Oh God. Sorry about this, Akion. Decided to play a dang on what you call it. But listen to this one. Listen to this one. And this motherfucker was talking shit, boy. Listen to this.
Talking about how I'm a little more than pleased that Charlie Kirk. I made a video talking about how I'm a little more than pleased that Charlie Kirk is no longer with us. And somebody who I guess is following me on Instagram said, I expected better from you. Why are you making fun of death? I don't know why they would ever say something like that. It's silly. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure there are going to be many more people like that coming to my page, telling me that they're disappointed in me for making light of somebody who died. And I just want to let you know, the person that I'm talking about, Charlie Kirk, has spent the majority of his career calling George Floyd, somebody who was notoriously murdered on camera, a scumbag. So before you tell me anything about how I need to respect the dead, suck my first. Somebody also said that I need to take in mind that
She said, suck my just loud and clamorous, man. Okay? And this is a product of feminism, the whole liberal movement, okay? Which we're not either or. We understand that the whole right and left, that kind of is made by Esau Edom, right? Or it's from the image of the beast, alluding to Revelation 13 and around verse 11, right? But these women out here that are that are far left, man, the nasty, bro, right? Nasty, vile group of people, bro, and they got to be taken out of the way. Anybody who's not worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, whether it be right or left, has to be taken out of the way. But she ain't gonna make it, bro. This is just more.
God will be judging us. The person who really needs to be worried about God judging them is the person who's about to meet him. That's Charlie Kirk, the one who just got shot in the neck.
You see that? No sense of disarming and being circumspect. People, they really think that these women out here really think that they just talk shit. There's no repercussions, man. Right? That they're just gonna air quote. I keep saying this, sit this out and talk shit on the sideline. No, man. You supposed to be in the game real soon because of social unrest. Right? But a lot of women it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. And they're gonna have a foot up their ass before they, consider their ways. Now this is Proverbs 9:17. Actually, let me read up Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Let's look up this word clamorous for edification. Make it a loud and confused noise. Expression are characterized by vehement protests or demands. You see it? And this is what we see. Clamorous. Don't know when to be quiet, man. Right? Loud and obnoxious. Okay? Very prideful spirit, man. And that spirit's going to be taken out of the way by the Heavenly Father. Pride is about to come low, bros. Right? Pride is about to be made very low. Okay? All right? Let's go to Sirach 25 or Ecclesiasticus 25. There's so much to this one, man. This is what used to be one of my go-to scriptures for talking about females back in the day. Okay. Let's start at verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. That woman was wicked as all get out, bro. Right? The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Look at this woman. You know, look at her face versus her actual skin complexion, man. Right. So you already know that she battles with colorism. Right. Look at the darkness of her eyes, man. You know, you could tell that she's very, promiscuous and wicked. Okay. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his friends, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. That's right. So the man that deal with her, man, she's a handful, bro. She a handful. She don't know when to shut the hell up, right? She don't know when to be quiet. You can't tell a female like that nothing. And if you do, it's gonna lead to an argument, right? It's gonna lead to you wanting to do something to her ass. You know, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. That's right. So the portion of a sinner is gonna fall upon her. What does that mean? Hey, these women gonna get taken out. She gonna get taken out of the way, especially in the times that we're coming into. Okay, right? A lot of these women they're gonna get trotted down in that day. Okay, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a woman full of words to a quiet man. That's right. You ever climb up, or walked on the sand, it can get very difficult. Imagine climbing, you know, um, a hill when it's sandy. That's like dealing with a woman, man, that don't want to be quiet, right? They're not circumspect, right? It's not circumspect to get on the internet and be talking crazy about a man who just got killed, man. Right? You're not showing any shamefacedness as a woman, right? Which shows you that she doesn't fear man and the power of a man. They gonna fear her soon. Okay. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Right? A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impotence, and much reproach. Whoever is dealing with her is dealing with a straight handful, man. Okay. Talkative, don't know, and offending at everything, responsible for nothing. Okay. A lot of these women out here are gonna lead to a lot of people getting their asses kicked. Right. Right. Sirach 26 and we'll start at 22. A harlot shall be counted as a spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh. A dishonest woman could uh, contemneth shame, but an honest woman will revere her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. We know what a female dog is. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord, right? So a lot of these women are female dogs, and you know what that is, right? Loud, barking, growling, right? Right? The Most High is going to shut up a lot of these women in that day because they don't know when to be quiet. All right. Now this is Micah 7. Yeah, hey, fear Yahweh, like he said. We gonna see if Eve keep that same energy when all hell break loose. Exactly, bro. Well said. That's exactly what I'm trying to convey, bro. You know, right? We gonna see whether or not, they gonna keep that same loud mouth. And a lot of them, they're gonna try to change it up, but it's gonna be a little too late to apologize. Now this is Micah 7:10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So these women out here that, you know, they make fun of the truth, right? You know, loud, contentious against anybody who doesn't hold their ideologies, the leftist ideologies. Hey man, the Most High is going to have it to where these women are going to get trotted down in the street, man. Okay, you know, they're going to be in some serious trouble in that day. All right. Hey, and good riddance. You know, it's been a very horrible and displeasure to see our women in such a dilapidated state. It's fucking embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing to even be categorized with these people, right? With these Bulianis. Okay. It's gonna be a great day when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shall take these people out, especially these women, bro. Because our women, man, have become nasty, degenerate plants, man. The amount of wickedness that these women do, you know, is unsurmountable, bro. And the Most High is setting the stage for judgment. So when you so-called Negro, chiefly you so-called Negro women, man, you get around us and, you know, when Esau even start kicking your ass, don't try to come to the so-called black men and say, hey, you know, y'all need to protect us. No, it's not happening, bro. A lot of these women, man, you're going to be defenseless. Okay, all right, because you don't know when to shut the fuck up. All right, so the Most High is going to send judgment on this place, man, starting with our people. All right, praise edifying, shalom.